The feature race on Saturday at Santa Anita is a little bit less quality than the Belmont Stakes run earlier at Belmont. But the feature on Saturday at Santa Anita is the Grade 3 Affirmed Stakes. 4 of the 6 entrants began their careers with trainer Bob Baffert, who is currently in the middle of a 90-day suspension. One would assume that those 4 horses eventually will make their way back into the Baffert stable when Baffert returns from suspension in early July. In the meantime, we're looking at a field of 6. Let's go ahead and take a look at the field. It's race number 7 on Saturday at Santa Anita, and the 4 former Bafferts, now other trainers, are Hopper and High Connection, numbers 1 and 3, both trained by Sean McCarthy, and Newgrange and Doppelganger, both now trained by Tim Yachtine. So that's the field. Look, favoritism is wide open in this race. You could probably make a case for at least 3 of these, maybe even 4, actually, the 2 McCarthys and the 2 Yachtines. I'm going to talk about the horse that I like best, and that's because I think he's just simply the fastest horse in the race, and I say that despite him losing his most recent start as the odds-on favorite, and I am referring to number 3, High Connection. High Connection made his career debut in late March before Baffert went on suspension, and High Connection, well, take a look and see what he did. He ran super, did High Connection. A son of Connect, he went fast early, 44 and change, and at the head of the lane, he said, adios, I am gone, and High Connection won by 10 lengths. A dazzling display of speed by a very fast colt. Based on this victory, High Connection was odds on to stretch out and win his next start, which would be his first start for Sean McCarthy. But High Connection, breaking from post 5 in a 2-turn, one other than, expected to set the pace. Watch what happens from post position number 5. High Connection made the second start of his career. They come out of the field, he bobbles slightly, he gets shuffled, and from here, it's basically over. It was over early for High Connection because he was supposed to be on the lead, and he wasn't because of that slow start and getting squeezed. That allowed Armagnac to race gate to wire, and High Connection, all he did thereafter was just chase Armagnac all the way around. That was the first route race for High Connection. He's probably not going to make the lead on Saturday, however, because his stablemate, number 1 Hopper, is at least as fast and probably faster, and most likely needs to use his speed from the rail, and Hopper is a fast horse in his own right. Let's take a look at his most recent win. Hopper's most recent win, his first start since transferring from Baffert to McCarthy, and this was in early May at Santa Anita, going 7 furlongs. He pressed a fast pace, kept to his task. The runner-up ran super, by the way. Hero Status finished more than 7 lengths clear of third. A couple of very nice colts, Hopper and Hero Status. Highly rated victory by Hopper, who draws the rail on Saturday. And from down inside, you would expect that Abel Cedillo will let Hopper use his speed and make the lead. He's not going to take back from the inside. So if the race unfolds as expected, Hopper goes, and High Connection, now that he has a route race under his belt, is likely to be a little bit more rateable, a little more manageable, and he might be more comfortable sitting second this time than he was last time. I like the 2 most lightly raced horses in the Affirmed, but the other 2, former Bafferts, now Yachtine, they both have credentials as well. Let's talk a little bit about Newgrange. Newgrange early this year looked like he might have Kentucky Derby potential. He won his career debut last fall at Del Mar, and on January 1st at Santa Anita, Newgrange stretched out to 1 mile for the Grade 3 Sham Stakes. Let's take a look at Newgrange and think about what might have been. He took advantage of a relatively soft pace scenario, and Newgrange was long gone. Wire to wire over a suspect field, but this was his second career start, his second win. He then shipped to Oakland Park. He won the Southwest Stakes, a race that looks a lot better on paper than it did visually. And then he bombed in the Rebel Stakes in late February, and that was it for Newgrange. Newgrange is making his comeback rate start on Saturday, and it will also be his first start for Yachtin. Now, just based on credentials, a two-time graded winner, you'd have to respect Newgrange, and I do. How can you not? The weird thing about Newgrange and Doppelganger is this. Even though Newgrange is more accomplished, they worked together on June 4th, and Doppelganger blew the doors off of Newgrange. Doppelganger was wearing blinkers in that workout. He will not be wearing them in the race. And the reason why trainer Tim Yachtin put blinkers on Doppelganger was to hopefully accomplish exactly what Doppelganger accomplished. He picked up his game and he worked very, very well. Now, he's always been a good workhorse, Doppelganger has. But the fact that he blew away Newgrange suggests to me that maybe Doppelganger is the more likely of those two horses, Doppelganger and Newgrange, to run well. We'll find out on Saturday. I like the other ones. The lightly raced High Connection with the pace pressing trip. I respect the speed of Hopper. It's High Connection and Hopper in race 7 on Saturday at Santa Anita.